All right, welcome back to day number 12 of our 30 days of Q&A. And today we're going to be covering a topic that's super important when it comes to digital marketing and creating a profitable funnel, which is split testing. So the question that this is looking to answer is, how do I reach more people and how do I actually monetize and make a profit with my music online? And if you have built a funnel to be able to take new traffic, new listeners, and turn them into more engaged fans, into actual buyers and people that support your music, then the way that the funnel works is that at the top it's bigger, there's more people who are coming into it, and a certain percentage of those people are going to make it all the way through the funnel. If you look at it through a spreadsheet, the way you can think about it is that you're putting in a certain amount of money in order to reach people, and you're going to have a certain amount of fans that actually come in, listen to your music, and decide to join your community, your street team, through these ads. And then a certain percentage of those people are going to go all the way through your funnel and purchase something from you. And that's ultimately what's going to tell you what's your cost per fan and what's your value per fan. How much are you paying to reach a new fan and how much are you earning per fan that you bring in. The reason that split testing is important is because when someone's going through this funnel, each single step is going to have a conversion rate. So, for example, if you have 100 people who listen to your song and enjoy it, and they mark that they enjoyed the song, and then 60 of those 100 people end up joining your email list, that means that your conversion rate was 60% of those people. And if you know that, then you can do a split test. And maybe one thing that you decide to test out is you have two different songs. In song A, you want to see, is this going to convert better than song B? And let's say, for example, that song A had a 20% conversion rate. So you notice that when someone listens to that song, 20% of people say that they enjoyed it, and then they join your email list. Compared to song B, now you're running traffic and you're basically splitting the traffic, quote unquote split testing. It's also referred to as A-B testing. Let's say 50% of people to song A, 50% of people to song B, and then let's say that song B, 80% of people say that they enjoyed it and joined your email list. If you're looking at those conversion rates, if you're running traffic to song A versus running traffic to song B is literally going to be 4 times more profitable for your funnel than the other song, and that's just one single split test. And it really is possible for one single conversion rate to be multiplied by 2, 3, or even 4 times. And if you're doing this kind of testing, not just on one step, but every single step of the funnel, then that's really the key to building a profitable ad campaign. In this video, I want to walk through how you can actually do one of these split tests using our StreetTeam platform. And you can take this methodology, you can take this idea of split testing and apply it in a lot of different ways. But I want to show you 2 of the most important places to split test, which are going to be your opt-in page on your funnel and also your ads. So running different types of ads and seeing which one does better. So let's start with the StreetTeam platform. So in StreetTeam, one of the really cool things you can do is you can build your own funnels and build your own websites. And so we have here a template that we include with our StreetTeam platform. And in this template, you send people to a page where you can ask them, where do you listen to music? And rather than sending someone directly to Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube, it's so much better to send them to your platform that you own first. Because if someone goes to Spotify, you might get a value per fan of half a penny because you don't get paid very much per stream. And very few of those people are actually going to listen to over 30 seconds and stick around. Compared to if you send them to your own funnel, then you can actually stay in contact with those people. You actually can build a database, build a user base that you can follow up with. You can send more messages, you can send more things long term. So the way you can do a split test on the StreetTeam is that it's actually built into the platform. So you can come to the funnel page and click Create Variation, click Duplicate Control Page. And what that's going to do is it's going to take that original page and it's going to create an exact duplicate of it so that then you can click on it and edit whatever you want to change. So whatever you change here is going to be the thing that you're testing to see if it works better. Maybe instead of asking where do you listen to music, you say choose your favorite platform. So now you want to make sure that you're budgeting 50% of traffic to go to page A and 50% to go to the second one so you can see which one's performing better. So if you switch this to 50-50 and click apply, then what's going to happen is it's going to start sending 50% of traffic to the first page, 50% to the second page. And if you want to check your stats, you click on stats. And you can click on that page And now it's going to show you those two different pages that you can choose between. And you can actually see which conversion rate is higher. In addition to doing this, I would highly recommend that if you're running paid traffic, that you have a good metrics tracker, that you can keep track of weekly metrics so that you can, at least once per week, choose one thing that you're gonna test and see which of these tests is performing better. So if all you do is one split test per week, then that's enough to have huge ripple effects on your entire music funnel. We're talking like going from maybe making 60% ROI, so you're actually losing some money based on what you put in, to making 10x to 15x just from doing a few split tests. So this is a huge part of the game. You need to understand this if you want to be successful running paid traffic and building funnels. And honestly, even if you're running organic traffic, you should be doing this type of testing because this makes huge impact on your entire music business. The second thing that I would recommend testing that's a really high leverage thing to test is your ads. So if you're running ads from Facebook or Instagram using the virtual tour hacking campaign that we walked through earlier in the series, then a couple of things you can split test are, one, you should definitely be split testing the different audiences. Remember so how we went to musicmap.com and you typed in the name of these similar bands, and now it popped up this list of all these related bands that have music, that have fans that might like your music too. So now that you have that targeting audience, one thing that you definitely want to be split testing is all these different artists. So what you would do this is you come to that campaign that you had previously, you click on duplicate, and then you would change this to whatever the name of the band is that you want to switch it to. And all you would do is change this to the name of the new band. And then if you are really crafty, then what you'll probably want to do is come in here to the ad and change it so it doesn't say if you love the Beatles, but instead it says if you love All Time Low. Right, because now you're targeting All Time Low fans, not necessarily the Beatles fans. So that's one thing that you'd probably want to do if you were running this specific type of campaign where you're targeting this one band at a time, which I would highly recommend. And then the second thing that I would recommend testing is your actual video. Yeah, we've had artists who were getting $1.20 per message, which is kind of like average. So that's like an okay cost per message. We have some cases of people who started out who are getting $3 or $4 per message, which is not great, or even higher. And through split testing, we're able to get it down basically overnight to 80 cents, 50 cents, in some cases 10 cents or below. I think our best performing ad was less than a penny per message, which is insane. Just like, that's crazy. Going from $4 cost per message down to 50 cents literally increases your entire profitability from your whole funnel by 8 times because your cost per acquisition went down from $4 to 50 cents per message. So it makes a huge impact if you focus on this leverage point and testing out different ads. So it's one of the highest value split tests you can do is coming in once per week. And if you're not hitting below 50 cents per message, then I would keep split testing until you can get down to that target. So again, I would definitely recommend creating your own spreadsheet like this where you can keep track of all of your metrics for your entire funnel. And that's going to help you also just to make sure you keep your fingers on the pulse of your funnel and making sure that something's not broken. Every once in a while, I don't know, you might have a Facebook ad glitch out or something like that. And if you're spending tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars on your ads, you want to know about that as quickly as possible so that you can fix it. And so I would highly recommend having a good system for keeping track of these metrics daily and weekly. And aside from that, just choosing one split test per week that you can use to try to improve, to decrease your cost per acquisition, to increase your value per acquisition, it's going to have a huge ripple effect on your entire music career. So yeah, I know this is a little bit more of a geeky technical one, but hopefully this is helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comments below. I'm also going to include a link in the show notes to go sign up to submit a question and actually attend the live Zoom calls that we do where we answer these questions for you daily. Oh, and the last thing, at the time of recording this, we've actually just officially rolled out our first video of our free Modern Musician course that we're putting out on YouTube. So, this 30-day challenge, I did it based on a challenge. I mentioned on day one how I was just in the right room and they were doing this challenge, so I just hopped on. So it's been very quick and crafty and just jumping in before I'm ready. So these aren't like very high quality. The YouTube free course that we're putting out is very intentional and thought out. We actually walk through the 5 different modules that we teach in our program. And we did this because we're looking to provide as much value as possible and to share the most golden nuggets from what we've learned through working with our artists one-on-one and investing nearly $1 million in the past year alone into testing out all these different traffic sources and funnels. And if you haven't yet, make sure to go check out the free course that we have available on YouTube. It's going to go into a lot more detail and give you a bunch of resources in a really structured format, and I think it'll be really valuable. So check that out if you haven't yet. If you want to be part of the live Q&As while they're still happening, you can click on the link in the description and go check those out there. And until next time. Yeah!